this is day one, how we're going to look. The overhangs are going to split the difference of number 1 and number 2 on either side. And then our corner and our safety are going to play some kind of bracket. If it's a situation where we're starting to get, you're a heavy motion, jet motion guy out of it, we can clamp the corner down, play a cover 3 concept over the top if we want to. We can just bracket it. We can, I'm trying to think of all the different things we've done. We can let the nickel play the flats in the corner and the safety play the backside if there's not a motion out of it. And we could play a normal quarters, kind of a 2 read for us concept, and so forth. So this is day one. We started talking with this formation right here, and this look with our guys just the day before yesterday. So that's the look there. Kind of did this one a little bit different. I did the formation and put the plays right there with it. I had some time today to do that. Okay. And so what you get here is you got a condensed formation. 1 and 2 are the top. Outside backer here is inside shoulder of 1. Outside backer here is outside shoulder of 2, because they have they flip the guy that was on the ball and off the ball. And so what that does for us is it gives us a little bit of a heads up on, okay, now who's going to be the motion guy if it's a motion team. And if we wanted to roll and clamp the corner down over here outside and roll the safeties over the top, that this guy knows now I can come work inside and I can be the C gap defender on that. And so this is day one, kind of how we look at it. What you'll see here is a lot of teams have done this and have started trying to get outside the box on us. We kind of stem the front here a little bit. If I want to force those guys into running in tackle to tackle, we'll get into 505. We'll get into Okie front for us. And so this guy will be a 5 technique, head up nose, 5 technique on this side. And so then what we're trying to do is force you to run inside the tackles where we know give you kind of hopefully make you one-dimensional. Okay, so these guys outside backer wise, they pretty much have a run only mentality in this. The only thing they got to worry about is a back motioning out or any kind of craziness right there. Really like right here, our 5 technique, putting his hands on tackle and just swashing him down, completely opening it up for everybody else, right? Okay, so we get a pull here by the backside. Or no, I'm sorry, that's not a pull. That's a the inside receiver. Inside receiver coming here. Okay, and so what we really need this outside backer to do though is to see this guy right here, because he's got to take some speed off this guy that's coming across the formation and slow him down so that the safety that's coming from the backside with him has time to carry him to the flats. Okay, if we started getting a lot of this stuff like this where they're flooding the field, let me go ahead and give you a wider angle maybe here, and you can see that. Hopefully it doesn't go to cogwheel of death on us here. Okay, they're trying to flood the field here. They're going to run some kind of K route here, flood the field, run a drag from the backside. The backside guy is going to push to the flats. If this team does this a lot, we'd tell him, hey, you're gonna reroute, and then you're going to push to the flats, right? But it depends obviously on that, on down and distance and so forth. But here, obviously, he's hot off the edge. We're probably trying to put pressure on him. It's 3rd and 8, so we're trying to get to him before he can get a pass off. And if that happens, then this guy here has got to push. Okay, we're a little too flat here, but this safety here's got to push and go with this. And if this guy's attacking, then the inside backer is going to replace him in some form or fashion. So, like I said, this is kind of our day one. First game of the year, we're going to look like this. Okay, so talked about this play actually, I think earlier. For this team we're playing here, okay, number 9 over here is their go cat, their go daddy, their cat, their dude, right? And so we know that this guy here's motion is going to probably not be a jet sweep. Okay, or it's not this. If they were going to run jet sweep, usually it was going to be with this guy, and so this guy would need to be wider. All right, but this one isn't so. And it kind of depends also on what these two's alignment is. If they're in here tighter, then he's automatically going to go outside. Okay, so the tighter they are, the wider he's going to get. Okay, and when it gets to a condensed set like this. Sorry, I was going to get to the end zone here so you can see it. Okay, beats that play. We kind of saw that play a while ago when we're talking about gap scheme stuff and so forth. Okay. Game plan wise with these guys, we knew 23 out here is their dude, right? And a lot of teams that you play, you'll be able to tell, and it's not all the time. These guys weren't that way all the time either, but they put their dude off the line. Then obviously that was the guy that we're going to try to get the ball. Okay. So what we don't do a very good job of here is we've got to decide, are we going to be inside or are we going to be outside? Right now, they've made the decision, and our guys get way too much freedom. I'll be honest with you. We give them a lot of freedom. We would rather him line up head up on this number 2 receiver and then play the C gap from there, because we want this guy, if he's going to block down, we want our safety to be able to see it so that he can replace off of it, right? And so he's honestly a little bit too tight. I'd rather have him out here like this number 40 here, a little younger guy. If he could get there and come inside shoulder that guy and get this guy's block there, that would be better for us. Okay, so we get this motion across now. Our back end does all of our movement. Like I said earlier, hopefully our front 7, they don't move, right? They don't take the eye candy. All that doesn't matter. These guys are our adjusters back here. These 2 in the box, you're playing the box, okay? This guy might need to be an adjuster if it's a game plan situation. Right here, we don't have to worry about it, okay? He gets hi-hat, though. He pushes out, okay? And on this game, all right, because of what they were doing most of the time, we clamped the corner down for their RPO look into the boundary, which they liked. We let this guy play over the top, and we played a cover 3 concept out of this. The thing I don't like is 26 here. He doesn't have to push with that guy. He needs to alert our outside backer. Our outside backer needs to come take that guy. So completion there for them. Luckily, we get him out of bounds. Doesn't get a first down. We get to play another down here in hopes of getting off the field. All right. So this one here isn't a condensed set as such, but we know now it is for us what we do, okay? Because they're reducing their splits for a reason, and so we've got to decide as a staff what is the reason they're doing this with this formation, okay? We know kind of game planning these guys in this game. When they condense their formation, they like to motion this guy across, and then they're going to try to run a double post, some kind of route, wheel this guy, and their dude is going to come across the formation here, okay? And so we coach this up. I'll be honest with you, we beat this one over the head quite a bit in practice. And our outside backer has to know now I'm going to push, and so they ran a lot of gel quick game screens in the boundary, and so for this game we clamped the corner down. He works the inside part of number 1 because he is now the flat defender. This guy's going to push over the top for the wheel route. This guy's working over here to him. And then when he goes across the formation, he's also going to close the field here and not cover grass. We try to get those guys to not cover grass. And so you can see we kind of picked that up. They're looking for this play here. That's their go-to, in my opinion. They're looking for that guy coming across the formation. And when we have it, we're able to get into it and make a play there. Okay. This here was a state championship game. We played these guys week 1 of the season, or 0 week or something like that. Okay. So now here's the other look we talked about here. As these guys start to getting closer to the box, the nickel can work outside of this guy. Pre-game wise, we'll tell them, hey, how many yards do we give him from this point to this point before he's inside or outside? This guy here needs to be a little bit wider. When you don't have a GA, you're like me. I screwed up, right? He should be inside the 1 here, playing this guy, or outside. But I wanted to show you that we on paper here, kind of what it looks like.